Namaste. Welcome to March.
Wow, we're going to jump right in because this is the month. You know, we have been building up from this, and I think, Sri, what's so beautiful is that starting with the 3 supermoons, remember last summer? Remember summer 2014?
Yes.
Well, this March, right now, guys, we have a lot to share about March 20th. Not only is it the equinox, it is a super moon, new moon, full solar eclipse. Say that one 5 times fast.
Supermoon, new moon, full solar eclipse.
Oh my gosh! Do you feel the energy? And that's all on March 20th, the initiation and the birth of this 7-year ascension portal, followed by Gadi Padwa the next day. Crazy, beautiful, incredible, auspicious timing.
You know, one of the things that we want to kind of ramp you into awareness of, because there's a lot going on.
Yeah, so let's take a breath.
I just want to back up for a moment. We've been going through the chakra Vastu. It's kind of an initiation, a preparation that's been going on for several months. And February was the month of the heart energy, coming into that spaciousness, and it's associated with air, which means it can touch everything, right? And now in March, we're moving into the throat chakra, known as the truth chakra.
So we've been rising, right? And now we're right here as part of that lift off, the ascension. And as Sri mentioned, it's about your truth, and it's about the truth of all.
And the truth chakra is a place of spaciousness because it connects you both inwardly and outwardly. And what I mean by that is that there's no resistance in expressing and being what is so, what is true for you, or knowing what is true for you.
Yeah.
That's when everything's functioning in its blueprint.
Whew.
When we're having a little less than comfortable experience, it means we're choked up a little bit on our truth.
Yeah.
That there's some unfinished business that needs healing. So just be mindful. If you start noticing in March that things feel more peaceful, congratulations.
Yeah.
You're lifting into that place.
Yeah.
If you notice in March that you're up against some old wounding, congratulations, do your healing work.
Yeah.
Because it's time.
It is time. And remember that the throat, right, when we're here, when we're right in the throat chakra, it's the first thing it's inviting you to remember is this can be a plug, right? So how about that first, second, third, and fourth chakra? Are they stable? Are they balanced? Or are you still kind of all over the place? If you've not watched all of our videos starting last November, go back and watch November, December, January, February, right here at March, because it ties with those chakras. Remember that we are ascending, and that the energy of this moment on the planet is about ascension. You know, Sri and I were giggling earlier today that for those of you that are really allowing yourselves to move with this energy, remember the throat is also the energy of ether, right? We're going from air to ether, even more refined.
Even more subtle than air.
Exactly, exactly. You know, and when we think about that, we were laughing together about that because for those of you that are feeling the spaciousness, your throat is about your truth. And think about everything that's in the area of the throat, everything that it governs. But for those of you that are feeling that you're not living your truth, or that you might be in situations that don't feel as comfortable to you, we were kind of giggling that it's going to feel kind of choky.
Well, and don't hear that as judgment. Look at that as a sign of release. You know, the throat is the gateway to the respiratory system. And you may find that some of you are clearing, some of you are coughing up old debris, and that old debris is meant to be released. That clearing is meant to happen. The key is when you bring love to anything that feels frictiony or uncomfortable, you'll heal it.
You will heal it.
And so we bring love to our grief, we bring love to our friction, we bring love to our resistance, and whatever other experience you're having, it will resolve because you've made a commitment to ascend.
And you're bringing that love to yourself. Remember that we're talking right now about our individuals. However, this is global, this is universal, and as we move more and more toward the equinox, things are balancing. So everything that's kind of hanging over from January, February, remember we went through that powerful Mercury retrograde and we were able to really move through everything. As we move into the 20th, everything, literally even the planet is rebalanced. It's coming back to the equinox. And remember, it's March 20th, and it's actually a window of time. It's from the 18th, it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Those dates, and if you want to join us down here in Guatemala, it's actually during those dates we're doing a very powerful, we're very excited.
Yes.
We're going to be working with a whole group of people doing incredible openings, doing many ceremonies, pujas, the works. We're even tying in with India on the 21st for Gadi Pudwa. So it's very important to look at the 18th through the 23rd as the whole window of the ascension portal, and allowing yourself to lift through your truth. And as Shri mentioned, pay attention to your grief. Pay attention to whatever's coming up, especially between right now and that window of 18 to 23.
You know, right now at this moment is March 1st.
Yeah.
And you have this next couple of weeks to really be present to yourself, because when we approach a gateway moment, we either lift or drop.
I call it pop or drop.
Pop or drop. and of course there are those that...
No, whatever. There's always those.
You see what's happening, and this has been going on for a number of years, but let me just give you a little capsule visual for your good minds to wrap around. Third dimensional Earth, the traditional Earth, the Earth of density, of competition, of survival, of Darwin, of all of these forces. Third dimensional Earth and fifth dimensional Earth, the Earth of light and love and a fearless illumination and beauty. They're superimposed. It's as if the fifth dimensional Earth is a tissue that corresponds to this density Earth. And they've been superimposed and available for quite a while. This has been going on. And what's happening now at this ascension escalator is the fifth dimensional reality is indeed lifting, while the third dimensional reality is unable to lift. So from one point of view, it's as if there's a separation that will be happening. From another point of view, there is an ascension process that has begun most viscerally. And this gateway moment is indeed the roughly March 20th, the equinox. Begins a little before, continues a little after. So consider for a moment, which Earth do you want to align with?
Because both escalators, imagine it as escalators, right? They're both there. And this is, we've been talking about that this is the escalator. This is that 7-year, we're on this beautiful escalator that's starting right here. We're getting on between the 18th and the 23rd. We've been making our way to the entrance. We're actually getting on now between the 18th and the 23rd. And once you're on it, you are on it all the way up until 2022. And so as Shri's mentioning, you know, where do you want to get on?
Yeah, and so the other question you might ask yourself is, how do I know I'm there?
Yeah.
Because, you know, as human beings, we grew up in density and we evolved into a more of an ascended living. Well, we're in the habit of having accepted certain compromises, certain conventions, certain beliefs. How do you know if you're really on or aligned with this ascension process? The key is here. Look for your joy. Look for your heart.
Yeah.
Be with people who uplift you. Do the things that bring that bounce back into your step.
Go have fun.
No more compromises.
Right.
As long as you're holding that vibrational quality, and don't get hung up on money because you're an abundant child of the universe. Don't get hung up on fear. It's a passing, limiting belief. That's all it is. Keep looking through that veil to the joy, to the love, to the people who are fun to be with.
Yeah, and that's where your truth is, right?
And then you're on the escalator. Stay with that path. It is that simple.
And it is this month, March 20th. Huge. Not only do we have this full solar eclipse, it's with a supermoon that is a new moon, which is very, very unusual. You know, it's literally interesting because it's only 14 hours after the moon hits this point, meaning that it's its closest point to the Earth. 14 hours after that happens, which is why it's considered a super moon, is when we have this full solar eclipse, and it's on the equinox. there is everything
That's
is speaking
creation
to.
energy.
Exactly.
The new moon is filled with the ripeness of potential. It's undefined. It's that cauldron of creativity. And how appropriate that that's happening at the equinox, which is the balance between light and dark.
Exactly.
And at Brahma's birth of the earth.
And that's the 21st, which is just incredible because the 21st this year, for Hindus, and this transcends all religions, but every year, kind of like Easter for Christians, this date slides. And what's fascinating is that this year it's happening on March 21st in the energy of all of this ascension opening. No accident there, because this is a day that is considered to be the birth of Brahma, the birth of creation. We are birthing the ascension energy. And as Shri so eloquently and beautifully shared with you, imagine this one earth that is just kind of goopy and tied together and kind of staying in lower dimensional frequency, and then this beautiful earth that's saying, are you ready? And yes, you can be living in that experience while being in form. And so this 2021 is really 2 days of celebrations, 2 days of very powerful celebrations. And my loves, here's what's so beautiful. For many beings, especially if you were over in India or of Hindu lineage, this is when people buy houses. This is when people initiate new businesses. This is when official dates of things begin, because it's endowed with the creation of the universe. And so dance this month into the fact that things are creating. Now, we want to say, because Shri and I are not doom and gloomies, and I guess you guys know that things are going to look wild on the planet because of those two Earths. Everything is ascending. It's ascending to its level of consciousness. And so there will be that goopy earth that's also going to be ascending during this month. And you're going to see a lot going on. Remember that with this huge supermoon in the new moon category, with this eclipse, you're going to see a lot of oceanic activity. We've had a lot of things heating up here in Guatemala. We've had more earthquakes than we've had in a while. We had a huge volcanic eruption here just a couple weeks ago. So things are moving. How do you want to move with it is your truth.
Yes. For those that have aligned with density, the ascension process feeds energy into them, and then they have to discharge that energy through offensive acts oftentimes, versus those who are aligned with self-ascension. That energy lifts them into even more expansiveness, even more spaciousness, even more joy. And so that's why the two realities at some point no longer can correspond. At the moment, they're interacting together. Yeah. And you'll notice as we continue in the coming couple of years, it'll get very clear. And at some point, you're on one or the other. You're having one experience or the other. Right. Because right now, they're superimposed. Later on, a little more flip-floppy.
Exactly. And so welcome to the Ascension Escalator. And we're going to be doing a very special ensoulment. This month our ensoulment will be released after the equinox, or right around the equinox. We're going to be doing our ensoulment live with our group, and we will release it as soon as it is available. So stay tuned for another very powerful March video that will be coming your way at the time of the Ascension Escalator. Woohoo! And beloved ones, we just want to share with you, hey, check out ShriandKira.com, where the Rudrashka Ratner Science Therapy home study course is now available.
Yes. It's more goodies to enhance you.
It will bring you through an ancient mystical science that helps reveal your truth. We've done this for $22. This is an amazing course. $22. You get all of the workbooks, all of the information, plus a personal Aura Chakra Report. You'll get your questionnaire with the course. You fill it out. You'll get back a 7-page full. It's incredible what it does. I mean, if you get the course, get it just for that. But I hope not. I hope you actually take it. But enjoy it. Enjoy this month. Let your truth be free and fly, my loves. We have a lot more to share, and we'll see you right around March 20th, 21st.
Namaste.